6th grade. We're doing lesson 80 today. These are transformations, which looks an awful lot like transform, kind of like transformer. Transform means to change something. Today we're going to be taking shapes, easy shapes, and we're going to be transforming them or changing them by moving them. Here are 3 words that you probably learned before. A flip, meaning that you had a shape and you flipped it over. A slide, meaning that you had a shape and you slid it over. Or a turn, meaning that you had a shape, you put your finger somewhere and you turned it, you pivoted it. Take a moment and add these to your notes, please. Push pause if you need to make sure you have them with your drawings. Now that you have all 3 of these in your notes, we're going to add in the new sophisticated 6th grade words for them. A flip is no longer called a flip. This is called a reflection. And when I think about this, I think about your reflection in the mirror. When you look in the mirror, you see a picture of yourself and it comes right back at you. If you look at this picture, it's like it's reflecting right over to the other side. Reflection. A slide is no longer a slide, now that you are in 6th grade and sophisticated. When we move it over, notice we're not flipping it, we're just moving it along. We're going to call that a translation. Make sure that you have these words with the old words and the examples in your book. And finally, a turn. If I turn the steering wheel of my car, there's a special word we use for that, and it's the same word we use for turning our shape. We're going to call this a rotation, because we're rotating the shape. One last thing I want you to notice today before we move on, and you see me in our next video. Whenever we take a shape and we transform it, so whenever we flip or reflect it, or whenever we translate it, or whenever we rotate it, the new shape has the same letter names as the old shape, but we put a little hash mark with them. So if it used to be an A, when we reflect it, it's now A with a little line. If it was A here, we're going to translate it. When we move the shape, what was A is now A with a little line. If I moved it again, it would be A with 2 little lines. Same thing here. If we're going to rotate the shape, what was A is now A with a line. I'll see you in the next video, and we'll try to see if we can figure out the location of our new shapes.